welcome to day 4 of Vlogmas. Thank you for coming back and joining me for another day. So it's quite early in the morning here, it's Saturday morning, it's about 7 o'clock. I've got my cup of tea in my lovely sewing mug that I got last year for my family. I've got green tea in here. And we've been up early because my children were excited to get downstairs and find out what Elf had been up to overnight. So we rushed downstairs and found that Elf had made a tower. I'll put a picture up. He made a tower to rock climb up, but then he got a bit stuck. So the rescue pup team had to come in and try and rescue him. So my children discovered that this morning and they are now busy trying to rescue Elf, and they've got lots more toys in on the act. So if you hear a little bit of noise, it's them excited downstairs. I actually had to move upstairs. I started filming this downstairs, but it was just a bit loud. So I thought I'd pop back upstairs and say hello up here. So as you can see, I am still in my pyjamas. We've only just woken up. I've got a ready-to-wear dressing gown on, and then I've got underneath one of my favourite sleep t-shirts. I'll just put my tea down so I can show you. So it's a ready-to-wear t-shirt, but it's got special memories for me. It says on it, "Eat, Sleep, Ski," and I got it in Lake Louise in Canada, which I've been to skiing a couple of times quite a while ago before the children, and I love it there. I think it's so beautiful, and this t-shirt has a lot of happy memories from the skiing holidays there. But I have got a pair of handmade pyjama bottoms on, so I thought I'd show you those. Just stand up to show you. So there's a little flash of them. They are woven pyjama bottoms, that's my preference, and I made them using this pattern here, which is the Jamie pyjama bottoms pattern by Tilly and the Buttons. And it's quite a simple basic pyjama bottoms pattern with an elasticated waist and quite a straight leg, and you can make a shorts version too. But I really like the fit of it. I like where the waist sits, and I just found them really comfortable, and it's a nice simple sew. And it's got a really good size range on this pattern. I've got the paper pattern, which goes from a UK 4 to a UK 24, but there's also a UK 16 to 34 size range too. And I made mine in the sort of constellation print cotton poplin I got a while back from Minerva. And if I can find it still on the Minerva website, I will link it down below, like I will any fabrics I mention over the course of this Vlogmas video. But the plans next are I'm going to pop downstairs and make some breakfast. Generally in the week, my husband and I have sort of simple breakfast like muesli or overnight oats or porridge. But often at the weekend, we like to make what we call a treat breakfast, so something a little bit more exciting. So this morning I am making a breakfast with a waffle and an egg and some rockets and a few other bits. So I'll try and do a little video showing how I put our breakfast together in a moment. And then I'll pop back on, hopefully I'll have got dressed by then, share what I'm wearing, and also a few plans for today, and I've got some fabric to share too. So I will head downstairs now and get going on the breakfast, and I will see you again in a little bit. Bye! Hello, I'm back again now. As you can see, I'm dressed and I've had my breakfast, and I thought I'd pop on to share a few bits. I'm downstairs on my own at the moment. My husband is upstairs finishing getting the children dressed and teeth brushed and everything because we're heading out in a bit. And I'll tell you where we're going in a moment, but first I thought I'd share what I'm wearing today. So today I am wearing jeans and a sweatshirt. I often reach for this combination at the weekend because it's quite practical for being with the children, and also we're often in and out of the house, so it keeps me nice and cosy. This is a nice cosy sweatshirt. And I made this sweatshirt using this pattern here. It is the Grainline Studio Linden sweatshirt. And it's a really nice simple sweatshirt pattern with a crew neck and a raglan sleeve and a fairly straight fit, and you can make a t-shirt version too. And it comes in not the greatest size range ever. It comes in US size 0 to 18, and the largest size is bust 44, waist 37, hips 47. So I made this version quite a long time ago. It was one of my earlier makes, but I always enjoy wearing it, and it's washed really well, so it still looks good as new, I think. And I made it in this really cool fabric. It is a fleece back sweatshirting fabric, so you can see it's got a fleecy back, so it's really nice and cozy. And it's got this really cool cat print on that I love. With this sort of deep purpley base, and then sort of pinks and teals and whites and lots of cats. So it always makes me smile when I wear this one because I think it's quite jolly, but it's, yeah, cozy too because we're heading outside this morning. I think in terms of sizing, oh, that might be my children coming downstairs. I think in terms of sizing, I made the size 0, the smallest size, which fits my bust measurement. The waist and hip measurements are slightly smaller than my waist and hips, but because it's quite a boxy fit, then I find it's just fine for me. So it's quite a nice quick sew and just quite a classic raglan sweatshirt pattern. So that's what I'm wearing today. Oh, and I'll put a picture up of me wearing it so you can see what it looks like with the jeans. They're just ready to wear jeans. But yes, while I'm on, I thought I'd also share a couple of things. I've got a fabric to share and also one mini sewing plan for this weekend. Firstly, the fabrics. Another fabric I picked up in the Black Friday sale, and these fabrics also came from Lamazi Fabrics, and I really love them. They are 2 cotton fabrics by Rifle Paperco, and I love everything Rifle Paperco makes. I love their fabrics. But these cottons are really Christmassy ones from their Holiday Classics collection. So I got half a metre of each. I got half a metre of this green one, and the colour's so vivid and lovely. And then I got half a metre of the red one that's the same pattern. So here's the red one. But it's really cute fabric. It's got partridges and pears. It's got mistletoe somewhere, I think. It's got holly and little stars, golden stars. Yes, it's got gold accents in it. So it's really rich, lovely fabric. And what I bought these 2 half metres for is to make a pair of Christmas cushions. So I have made Christmas cushions before, really early in my sewing journey. I think it might have even been on my granny's machine or when I was early with my machine. So these are they here. So I made it in this cotton fabric that I got from Minerva, but I've never really loved this fabric. It's okay, but it's looking quite rich on the camera, but in real life it looks a bit faded almost, the red colour. So although they've been okay, I thought it's time for an upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade them to use these fabrics here, and I thought it would be quite fun having one in the green base and one in the red base. So I was thinking of unpicking these cushions and reusing the zips because they've got quite nice red zips in there somewhere. But actually I thought I'll keep these cushion covers just in case maybe, I don't know, one day my children want some Christmassy cushion covers or something, because they're okay and they're quite like the sort of snowflake print. So I'm going to order a couple of new zips and make new fresh cushions with these fabrics, and I'm really looking forward to sewing those up. And I haven't made a cushion for absolutely ages, so it'll be quite nice to have a simple project like that. That is my plan for this lovely fabric. I got half a metre of each one, so it should be plenty to make this sort of size cushion. So I've got one more sewing item or sewing plan to share with you now, and it's a little sewing project I'm hoping to fit in this weekend. It shouldn't take too long, I hope. And it's something for a friend. So one of the mums at school had a baby in the summer, in August, and he's a really cute baby, and she bought him a couple of personalised Christmas baby grows with his name on. And she bought them in a 3 to 6 age, and I think he'll be around just 4.5 months at Christmas or so. So he should fit into I think she thought he would fit into the 3 to 6 month baby grow. But actually he's a really big baby and he's growing really fast, and he's already in 6 to 9 month clothes. So she was a bit concerned these baby grows would be too small, and they've got the little feet on them. So yeah, they're going to be too small. So she said, would I be able to crop off the ends and just turn them into a footless baby grow so that hopefully he still fits into them for Christmas. So I've got 2 of them so they're really cute. I haven't had a baby grow in the house for so long, they're so sweet. So I'm just going to trim off the top here, turn under, and then probably use a twin needle just to stitch around the bottom, just so he can hopefully wear them with a pair of Christmassy socks over Christmas and still just about fit into them. So it's a really quick project. I don't often have a great deal of time for sewing at the weekend because we're quite busy and the children are around. But I'm hoping I'll be able to fit that in so I can give that back to her next week at school. So I better go now and see how they're getting on with getting dressed. Oh, I was going to tell you where we're going. That's what I was going to say. This morning we are going out. It was supposed to be raining actually, so we had a wet weather plan. But now it's beautiful sunshine outside. It was raining all night, but the clouds seem to have moved on, which is lovely. So we're going to go to a local country park and do a Christmas tree treasure trail. And I'm not sure exactly what that involves. I'm guessing it'll be a nice walk outdoors around the country park, maybe finding Christmas trees on pictures. I'm not sure. But it should be a bit of fun, and it'll be lovely to get out in the fresh air with the kids on the scooters. So I will hopefully take you along and show you a little bit of the country park, all being well. So I will leave you now, and I'll hopefully see you at the country park soon. Bye! It's now the afternoon, it's coming up to 2 o'clock. So we had a really nice morning out this morning. I hope you enjoyed a bit of the footage of us going around the country park and doing the Christmas tree treasure trail. We also stopped at the park and we stopped at the cafe, which is nice. So it was quite a busy morning. We came back, had a little bit of lunch, had a bit of a chill after lunch, and then we've done a little bit of homework, a bit of racing around the house. And our plan this afternoon now is we're going to stay at home, but we're going to head into the garden. We have a big oak tree outside the back of our house, and it's just dropped all its leaves over the past few weeks, so every couple of weekends we've had to go out and rake up a load of leaves. So I think today will be the last lot of leaves we'll need to rake up. So what I'll probably do is bring you out and maybe do some fast motion footage of us tidying the garden, and you might see the children bouncing on the trampoline too. So I will move outside now and bring you with me, and I'll see you again a bit later. Bye! Oh, and before I go, I also need to mention that my daughter is also wearing something handmade today, and she was quite keen for me to take a picture of what she's wearing and include it in this vlog so you could see. So I'll put a picture up of what she's wearing today. She is wearing a pansy dress by Poppy and Jazz, which is sew over its children's wear pattern company. And the pansy dress is a really nice simple pattern. It's a jersey dress pattern. My daughter loves wearing sort of jersey fabrics with just a simple round neck, a little gathered skirt and long sleeves. And the version she is wearing here is quite cool because the fabric changes colour when you go outside. So inside it just looks grey and black, but when you go outside all these sort of pink and purple bits come out too, which is quite cool. But yeah, I had to mention that, otherwise she'd tell me off later. So I'll pop outside now and I'll see you a bit later. Bye! That is one full garden waste bin. Hello, it's the evening now, it's just gone 6 o'clock and my husband has taken the children upstairs for a bath, and I can hear, I don't know whether it'll come through the camera, I can hear my son singing very loudly Christmas songs in the bath. I can hear it all around the house, so he's quite happy. And what we usually do on a Saturday evening is they have their bath and then they get in their pyjamas, and then they come back downstairs and we all watch Strictly Come Dancing together. So it's a nice Saturday evening family routine. So they stay up a little bit late for Strictly, and they generally sort of dance around the room like crazy when the dances are going on, but it's quite a lot of fun. So yeah, they're in the bath at the moment. They'll soon be getting out and coming down in their pyjamas, and we're going to do that. And then after they're in bed, my husband and I are hoping to finish off the James Bond film. We started it last night, the most recent Bond film we downloaded, but we didn't quite finish it because it got a bit late and it's quite long. So we're really looking forward to finishing that one this evening. And I did manage to get one sewing thing done today. I managed to get the little baby grows changed from having feet on them to being footless. So here they are. There's one. And there's the other. It was quite a quick, simple task. I just snipped off the ends and then I sort of re-sewed the side seam just to make sure the stitching wouldn't unravel. And then I used a twin needle, as you can see just there, just to finish off the bottom. So I'm quite happy with how they've turned out, and hopefully they'll be wearable now for the little boy who's getting quite big. So I'm going to go off and help my husband get the children into the pyjamas. So I'll say night night now, and I will see you again tomorrow morning for day 5. So see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Good morning, it's Sunday morning now, so day 5 of Vlogmas, and it's about 8:30 in the morning and we are heading out shortly to go to church. But I thought I'd pop on first to share what I'm wearing and also what the elf was up to in the night. So today it looks like it's going to be another chilly day, and we usually scoot to church. It's about a 15-minute scoot. My husband and I have scooters too. We don't always take the scooters. Yesterday we just walked, but when we're going to church, it's along the roads. We have quite a fast pace, so we'd struggle to keep up with the children if we didn't have the scooters. So I'm going to wrap up warmly, and church is often cold as well in the building. So I've got a cosy jumper on, and this is another one of my earlier makes, and I made it using this pattern here, a classic sort of sweater pattern, the toaster sweater pattern by Sew House 7. It's a really nice sweater pattern for your sort of sweatshirt type fabrics, but I think you can make it in lighter weight jersey fabrics too. And I'm wearing this version here, which has raglan sleeves and a funnel neck and these kind of oversized cuffs, an oversized bottom band, and it's got a sort of cropped finish. There's also this version here, version number 2, which has this sort of funnel neck, sort of lower funnel neck and different shoulder style, and it's got a sort of split hem and a dropped back hem. It's a really nice pattern, and this version sews up really quickly. And I think this was the first version of the toaster sweater I made, and I've gone on to make a couple more. In terms of sizing, it goes from extra small up to extra, extra large. And the largest size is for bust 47 inches, waist 39.5 inches, and hips 50 inches. And I made the smallest size, and similar to the grain line yesterday, I went for the extra small based on my bust measurement, because the extra small is for bust 31 to 32 inches. The waist and hips again are a little bit smaller than mine because it's quite a straight fit. I find it fine on my waist and hips. Well, actually, it doesn't really come down to the hips, it just sits slightly above. But I made it in this really nice, snuggly sweatshirt fleece fabric that I got from First for Fabrics. I think it's one of their Stoff of Denmark range, which is a really nice range of really nice quality fabrics. And they always usually have a couple of nice sweatshirt sort of fabrics in that range. It's quite cute in this sort of, because it's kind of like a sort of, what colour is it? A sort of tealy colour with these little, I don't know what they are, but kind of some sort of little plant that looks like it's swaying in the wind. So I've just paired that with a pair of ready-to-wear jeans. And I'll put a picture up so you can see what it looks like on. Yeah, I quite like the cropped, cosy look of this one. So in terms of what Elf's up to in the night, he actually ventured into our bathroom for the first time this year. And I've put up a picture, as you can see, he went fishing for large inflatable sea creatures. There's a pink octopus in the bath, a couple of other sea creatures. So my children were really amused to find them in there. We usually use those inflatable sea creatures in the paddling pool in the summer, so they're usually stored in the shed. So I think they were quite tickled that Elf must have been out to the shed to get them and blown them up and everything. And I'll put a picture of them enjoying him. They jumped in the bath as well. So yeah, that was a bit of fun this morning. So I'm going to head off now. I won't probably take you on the journey to church because it's along the road, like I said. It's along the road. So yeah, I'm not that great on scooting at the best of times, let alone trying to hold a camera at the same time. So I'll probably come back afterwards and pick up with you then, and then I'll share a little bit about our plans for the rest of the day. And I've also got one sewing task I want to do today, so I'll share that as well. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Hello, it's about 11:30 now. We've just got back from church and I've got myself a cup of tea to warm up a little bit because it's actually got really cold out there. When we were scooting home, the wind was really icy, so it's nice to be back home now and in the warm. But we've got a bit of time now before lunch, and my son is busy doing a puzzle book and my daughter is playing, so I thought I'd pop in here and share with you the sewing task I've got for today and also our plans for the rest of the day. So first of all, the sewing task is to finish a couple of pairs of joggers I've made for my son. My son loves the mini Hudson pants pattern by True Bias. It's a really nice, simple joggers pattern that comes together really nicely, and the shape of it is quite a slim fit and it fits him really well. So I've made him a few pairs, and I generally make them for him in a sort of medium weight French terry fabric. He doesn't like them too thick. I made one pair in a fleece back sweatshirting fabric. I had some leftover scraps of it from a pair I made for my mum, and I had just enough to make him a pair, and he always gets a bit hot in that pair, so I go for a medium weight French terry, which keeps him a bit cooler, but it does mean he does wear through the knees. So he's just worn through the knees with one pair, and I've cropped them off into shorts, so hopefully he'll get some wear out of them in summer now. But he needed a couple of new pairs, and he chose the fabric himself. I got 2 medium weight French terries from Minerva because they have a nice range of colours. So he chose one navy pair, and he chose to add on a little cord in this sort of zingy green colour. He really likes having a cord on the front, and I used my sort of Prim Vario pliers to add on these little eyelets to put the cord in through. That's his navy pair with the green. And then he also wanted another pair in this, I think it's called emerald green, but it's not a really bright green colour. Again, it's a medium weight French terry from Minerva. This is the second pair. So they're nearly ready to go. Well, actually this pair is completely finished, but for this pair, I just need to put the cord through the eyelets. So I had a load of safety pins for a while. My mum, when I started sewing, my mum did me a little box of kind of sewing basics, including a little pot of safety pins, which I've used quite a lot because they're quite handy. But I had one that was just small enough to fit through the eyelet hole, so I could, sort of pull the cord through. And then when I was doing this pair, it sort of fell apart in the process of getting the cord through, which is quite frustrating, but I managed eventually, with the help of my husband as well, to get it out and pull the cord out too. But it did mean that safety pin was broken. I didn't have any to fit through these little holes. So I ordered on Amazon a little pack of teeny tiny safety pins. They're really small ones. So I've got those. I can finally finish the second pair. And for this pair, he wanted a navy cord. So I'm going to just spend a moment threading the navy cord through, and then he'll have 2 new pairs of Hudson pants to wear. But yeah, it's really nice. He likes to wear them. I don't know how long it'll last because I know he's going to get older. He's 8 now, and maybe in a couple of years he won't want to wear things that I've made, but I'm really enjoying the fact that he likes to wear them at the moment. So I'm going to finish those off and he'll be pleased to be able to wear those. I just stopped there for a moment because my daughter came in. She needed to get her box of ponies to play with. So yeah, just that's my sewing task for today. It's a really small one that I'm sure I'll be able to fit in. So I was also going to say what we're up to for the rest of the day. So this afternoon, we are going to go out to a local garden centre, and it's not one we've been to before, but a couple of people have mentioned it has some nice Christmassy decorations and that sort of thing. And my children each want to get some tinsel and maybe a couple of decorations to decorate their scooters. Because they scoot to school every day. It's quite popular at their school for all the children to scoot in. And a couple of their friends have decorated their scooters all Christmassy, so they're really keen to join in with that. So we're going to go and have a look and see what Christmassy things we can buy to decorate them. So hopefully a little bit later I'll show you how their scooters look once they've been all blinged up for Christmas. So that's what we're planning this afternoon. But before then, I'm going to pop off in a moment and make some lunch, and I thought I'd share with you what I'm making for lunch. I thought I'd do a little video showing me cooking it. I am cooking for lunch a pasta dish with tender stem broccoli, which I first made a few weeks ago when we had a pack of tender stem broccoli in the fridge and our kind of plans had changed and we had it left over. So I thought I'd find a recipe to use it up. So I made this spaghetti and tender stem broccoli recipe with some garlic and anchovies and a bit of Parmesan cheese. And it was really tasty, so I'm going to make it again today. So I'll hopefully bring you along in the kitchen and show you how that comes together in a moment. So I'm going to go off and start preparing that now. And then after we've eaten our lunch, when we go to the garden centre, I will try and bring you along for a little bit of that to show the garden centre and yeah, maybe a bit of the Christmas decorations inside if I can. So I'll hopefully see you there in a little bit. So I'll say bye for now. Bye. So I'm here at the garden centre now with my family, and yeah, there's some really cute little lights outside here. It's a bit rainy, so I'm going to go in and I'll hopefully take you with me and show you a little bit of what's inside. So I'll see you in a moment. We're back from the garden centre now. We had a really nice time looking around there, and I hope you enjoyed seeing a few of the displays too. But it's coming up to 4 o'clock now, or you might have noticed I am wearing a different jumper. I ended up getting yoghurt down myself when I was preparing the children's lunch earlier, so I just grabbed this one to wear for the rest of the day. But yeah, we had a really lovely time out, and one thing we saw on the way home, actually just at the end of our road, that I thought you might like to see, is a post box that has a crochet hat on. Someone's been crocheting and put a Christmassy hat on the post box, and we thought it was really sweet, so I stopped and took a picture to show you. So I'll show you the post box, and I took a close-up too, but I thought that's really lovely, and it definitely gave a Christmassy feel, yeah, to the end of our road there. So what was I going to say now? Oh yes, so we got at the garden centre the tinsel to decorate my children's scooters, and we did that as soon as we got home. They were very keen to get them all decorated. So we've done that, and I took a picture to show you them. So yeah, my son went for a kind of Minecraft green theme and my daughter went for pink, but they're really pleased with those, and I think they'll look really jolly on the school run tomorrow. So our plan for the rest of the day is we're going to put a Christmas film on. We've been watching a Christmas film each Sunday night for the last couple of weekends. We watched Home Alone, and then we watched Arthur Christmas, which is one of my favourites. And tonight we're watching Home Alone 2. So in a moment, I'm going to sign off and go and join my family and have a watch of that. And I think I'll do the sort of threading of the cord on the jogging bottoms while I'm sitting and having a watch. So I hope you've enjoyed watching my Vlogmas days 4 and 5. I really enjoyed filming this weekend and putting it all together into this video. And I'm planning to do another Vlogmas tomorrow, so for day 6. I've got a bit more sewing chat. I've got a new sewing project that I'm going to show you. I'll also show you what elf's been up to overnight, and I'll probably include a few other bits too. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again tomorrow. Bye!